What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room, hitting the light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. All right, guys. So I haven't talked about this show in a minute. One, because I'm not watching it. And two, it ain't all that anyway. So a lot of the things that I was talking about with regards to the show was more in regards to the fact that this narcissistic psychopath, in my personal opinion, I have not seen a diagnosis, but that's what I truly believe. Martell, Hotel, Arion, Baby Wipes, Holt, how I just felt like it was just really insane that we see someone like this on a television show treating his wife the way that he was treating her. And no, it didn't trigger me because I had been through something similar, or like some people would like to say, oh, you're trauma bonding or whatever. No, I just was like, this is absolutely ridiculous that this man has a platform to treat his wife the way that he's been treating her and expect her to just stay there and take it. Like Maurice pretty much said to his wife, Kimmy, when she was going through cancer treatments, because he needed sex so bad, he expected her to just roll over and take it. So to see that, I was really giving my reactions to a lot of the things that were going on with him. But when it comes to the show, honestly, there's not much left of it. And I really don't know how much longer this show can be in existence. But I am just flabbergasted that I hear carlosking sharing his disgust for how he feels that people are coming at other people on the show and their businesses, versus how the person that, if it were not for her, he wouldn't even have this show, and in my personal opinion, created the franchise that he created of Love and Marriage, which isn't all that, again, because of him, of having Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, and Love and Marriage Detroit. I stopped watching Detroit after the first couple of episodes because I tried. DC, I will admit, although it wasn't the greatest show, I only watched it in the first season because I said in the very beginning, before the show aired, that I don't believe that Monique is going to get what she is expecting. And I'm going to put a link to that podcast episode in the description box if you want to check it out, because I just wanted to see my words come to fruition, and I was right, because she did not return for the next season. So honestly, I really watched it out of curiosity just to see if what I had predicted was going to come to pass, and it did. And it did. And then I watched it the other seasons because honestly, even though a lot of people felt like it was terrible, and mainly because of Ashley, I actually liked it better when Monique wasn't on it anymore. So that's just my personal opinion. But I don't think that had anything to do with Carlos. I think it was more so because of the dynamics of the people and how they were interacting with each other and just seeing, like Andy says, watching what happens. But anyway, to hear this, and I'm going to play this clip, and I give Empress Radio the credit because I saw this on her channel. She was sharing some clips from Carlos and Dr. Heavenly's live that they did. I guess they do, well, not I guess, they do those messy Mondays every Monday where they recap the show and talk about other stuff too. And I still, to this day, I guess Bravo can't control Dr. Heavenly, but I still to this day don't understand why that could not be some sort of conflict of interest. But you know, because I do believe that Carlos was fired from Bravo, mainly from the show Real Housewives of Atlanta. But listen, it is what it is. He's doing his thing, but he puts more emphasis on other things than he does on his own projects, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like it fails. And the other reason is because he's just messy. Like, he is. I don't care how he tries to downplay it or whatever, and don't give everybody that label, because I know he likes to say, well, everybody's messy, because I know when he interviewed Claudia Jordan, he and Claudia, they were trying to say, well, yeah, everybody's messy. No, that's like saying every woman is a whore and every man cheats. You may think that, but that doesn't mean that that's the truth. So I want to play this clip, and I'm going to share my thoughts.
Okay, so listen. The way, and guys, don't be mad at me. Y'all blame me for everything, and I don't do scheduling. So I'm going to say this, and it is what it is. So as you know, we're off for 3 weeks because of the Olympics. When we come back in August, we have 3 more episodes of the first half of the Olympics. Season. And then we go on another break, and then we're back with 15 more episodes. Oh, wow. So is that considered another season or no? You know how they call it season A and B? Right, okay. I ain't never seen nobody do that shit but y'all. I ain't never seen a lot of other stuff.
I want to pause it for a moment. Now, we know Winter, who was on Love and Marriage DC, she broke down why he does that. The first half of the season and the second half of the season versus saying it's season 1, season 2, season 3. It's because of money. It's because of contracts. So that's why he does it that way. And Dr. Heavenly, she knows what she's doing when she said, I ain't never seen nobody do no bleep like that. But go ahead. She knows exactly what she's saying. She's pretty much calling them cheap. And that's what it is.
I've never seen. Don't do that. I'll say this much. We're still filming. Oh, okay. With some more shit about to drop. Okay. We're still filming, and a lot is transpiring. The weirdest thing, though, is when you're filming the show while it's airing. Can you imagine filming Married to Medicine while it's airing? Now the people will see what the hell I said about them in their green screen. Now they mad. We ain't had a chance to talk about the great thing about it is they don't see it until the reunion. Then I get the review. But if we still filming, bitch, that's gonna bring more drama for the damn show. Cause I done called this hoe. You know what I'm saying? Old pro hoe. I done said it. Now she know how I feel. So now in the season she coming back at me, whoever it is. I'm just talking. I'm saying allegedly. So allegedly. Right? I know they don't already know how I feel, so it's gonna be more drama if we watching it as we filming. So all of this Trisha Ken Martell scandal is so Ken get to see that Trisha lied to her friends about it. Why would you lie, Trish?
Okay, so when the show comes,
you have an issue with somebody, you may not like them, or you disagree with this, that, to try to ruin their legacy. This black man and this black woman are trying to provide generational wealth for their children. They want their children to one day run the businesses. This black man is trying to lead to make Blaque this conglomerate that has a lot of subsidiaries underneath that global brand that he's trying to make it. So to try to ruin that because you don't like somebody, I will never subscribe to that. I will never accept that. I think it's disgusting to do that. If you don't want to support somebody, just don't support them. Don't go to it. Don't talk about it. Don't give them your money. You have that choice. But you do not have the right to sit up here and use your hands and your mouth to try to ruin somebody's livelihood. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. And I wanted to tell that story because at the end of the day, all the people reality TV is trying to do is to make money to provide for their families.
So I'm going to stop it right there. That goes without saying. Everybody that's working, that's the whole idea. And if somebody has the opportunity to get on a reality show, we know that's what they're trying to do, trying to make money to provide for their families. So my question is, who is he referencing? Because all I hear him talking about is, I think it's disgusting that they're trying to tear down this black man. And you hear him talking about this black man, Marceau. It, to me, is like he looks out for the guys more than he looks out for the women. Tisha is just a byproduct of Marceau, in his personal opinion. So to say that people are trying to destroy his legacy, what legacy? Because the legacy that I hear about is the one that he's being sued for $5 million for fraud, or countersued, I should say. So who in the social media atmosphere, what content creator, or who else on the show? Because is he talking about Melody? Because I did see a clip of the next episode, which, like I said, I'm not watching the show. I just happened to see this clip on OMFG Reality TV on Instagram of the next episode, which isn't airing for another 3 weeks or so. Melody asking them a question about somebody that she recommended to go to Blaque, and it was closed at whatever time it was, so why was it closed? How was that trying to destroy his legacy? You all are on this reality TV show where he is the main one that wants the mess and wants the drama. So her asking a question like that is trying to destroy his quote-unquote legacy, his global conglomerate that he's trying to build, to have all of these subsidiaries underneath. Like, girl, bye. And when I say girl, bye, I'm really talking about Carlos, because that is just some bull. He looks out for them more so than he looks out for Melody, and she was the one that did not feel protected. She said it herself, and even before the show even began, she decided that she didn't think it was a good idea because she found out that her husband was still cheating on her, and Carlos, being who he is, wanted it more than what she wanted for herself, which was sanity and peace. So he made her a promise and said, I will make sure that you will always feel protected. And that was not true. He did what he did for the sake of the show, from what I've heard, because I haven't followed all of the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the around the circles and all that other stuff of what, you know, this show entails and everything that people have said outside of the show's episodes. So I don't know everything. I'm not into it that deep, but I did see in my comment section where someone mentioned about how the people who are on the show, they were mainly Martell's friends. And even though the show was Melody's idea and she has always been trying to build him up to be something bigger than what he was, you know, a lesson learned. It was definitely a bad decision, but ultimately, like the Bible says, God will take what the enemy meant for evil and make it work out for your good. So things are definitely working out for her good in spite of the bad decision that she made to try to build the bomb. So she said that, okay, this is my show. This is my creation. This is my baby. I'm doing it with you, allowing you to be a part of this dream and this vision and this idea that I have. So we need other couples. I've presented some. I'm going to let you present some. And it turns out to be that the couples that Martell presented are the ones that Carlos went with, you know? So to hear him saying people are trying to destroy Blaque's legacy and destroy this man's business and his heritage and his generational wealth and his legacy and his global brand, that's questionable whether it's a global brand when it can't stay really open all the time, that it's scheduled to be open in Huntsville, Alabama. Like, get up out of here with that bullcrap. So to hear him saying that with such passion, like, you heard his voice, you heard what he was saying, that's just really effed up. Who is he talking about? Who's trying to destroy Blaque? What, because some content creator went to the location and it wasn't open and they reported about it? It's still going to be people's decision whether they want to go there or not. That's par for the course. That is going to happen because they are in the public eye. And honestly, they don't come across as extremely likable. And that has nothing to do with Melody. They could try to blame Melody and her followers and her millimeters as much as they want to. But ultimately, it's the way they are on the show that turns people off. My personal observation, because I'm not a millimeter and I don't care for them either. When I saw the video of Wanda recently where she was going off on a multitude of people and trying to call out Melody for not going to the funeral of Kiki, which I thought was disgusting. Because the way I saw it was she was honoring the uncle's words and requests when he said, I don't want anyone from the show. Yeah, he definitely did call out the piece of crap Marcel. Was that the words he used? But it was something along those lines. The words he used for Letitia, I don't remember, and definitely he had words for Wanda, but he said no one from the show. So they decided to show up. In my personal opinion, I felt like Melody more than likely reached out to Kiki's husband outside of the cameras, outside of the social media, all of that good stuff, and also chose to honor the words to not come to the funeral and didn't show up out of respect. But you know, Wanda, she will turn it into something different. But the only reason why I even brought that up is, ironically, she was wearing a t-shirt that said raindrops. And you know what Carlos calls his followers, the raindrops, which is so stupid, in my personal opinion. Some may think it's cute and whatever, but his company is called Kingdom Reign, Reign. So he has the raindrops. Your name is Carlos King, but whatever. I digress. I'm just curious, who's he talking to? Who's he talking about when he is discussing how it's effed up that people are trying to destroy their legacy and their heritage and the generational wealth that they're trying to build for their children? I'm all for people being in business, and I definitely am never here to try to pull someone's business down. I personally, if I don't like you, I'm not going to support you. And there are a lot of people that I do like, but I don't patronize their businesses. I've never been to Candy's restaurant, never had a desire to travel all the way to Atlanta just to go and visit it and eat food there. Doesn't mean I don't like her. I've never, there's a lot of people I like, and I don't purchase their products because it's not something that I need. So I'm definitely not going to patronize someone's business that I don't care for. So I agree with that, but to say that people are trying to destroy it versus maybe putting accountability with them, that if something is going on within their businesses that are causing things to not look so great on the outside, then maybe that's a them problem and not a public problem. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because I was just like, who is he talking to? So maybe you can let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.